That's my very next line. I use it time after time when I'm speaking my mind.
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Connecticut Sun in this one as they go up against the Dallas Wings. Here with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and it's good to have you with us. And in 2023, Melissa Smith led the WNBA in defensive rebound percentage.
You know, defensive rebounding, it's not a skill we talk a lot about, but it's so important. You end the defensive possession with the board. And Smith, she's as good as anyone at boxing out, securing the glass.
Now here's Court Queen.
The rim-rattling two-hand jam!
Those are hops that you really don't see every day from the one spot.
And that's why she's such an uncommon talent.
Uncommon and unparalleled. She can make things happen out there.
Here's MyWnba. Pass to Carrington. Now here's Smith. Harris, she's guarded by Court Queen. Harris can't hit.
Yeah, she'll be disappointed with herself. That's one she expects to make.
Gonzalez lays it up and banks it in.
Very well done. Confident and composed as always.
Harris with it. A kick out to MyWnba. Pass to Carrington. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. Here's McCowan. And finally they hit one.
Oh, they needed that one. Their first make in 5 attempts to start this game.
Here's Court Queen in the hoop for her third make from the field. She's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
3 of 4 to start the game. Well, she came ready to play.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. The 3, rebounded by the Sun. Got it for her 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
4 of 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Here's Harris. Good on the triple.
Well, guards like Harris need to be able to stretch the floor. And there, she does.
Here's Court Queen. It's in, and she's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
At the offensive end, she's done as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to McCowan. MyWnba from outside the arc. They get it again. Goes back up. Here's Smith. Well, it was only a matter of time. They finally get the bucket.
If you don't really box Smith out, put a body on her, she'll do that to you all night.
Court Queen, that's good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they keep allowing easy looks inside.
Now here's MyWnba. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. And Harris gets it to go.
I love the poise and confidence Harris plays with. She doesn't hesitate on catch and shoot opportunities.
Here's Court Queen. Count that one.
They own the paint right now, 10 straight coming from the inside.
They are constantly finding lanes to the hoop, getting great looks in tight.
Now here's MyWnba. Pass to Carrington. To the inside. Here's Smith. And Dallas again with the bucket.
What a smart use of the mid-range by Smith, giving defenders another thing to worry about.
Court Queen with it. Smith is there. And it's Court Queen missing. Dallas trailing here. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And Connecticut has possession. McCowan with the rebound. On the wing, Dejanay Carrington. Outside, Agumbawale. Pass to McCowan. Here's Harris. Three-pointer. That's another miss. Number 4 on 2 for 6 shooting.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be found.
The more touches she gets, the more the lead grows.
Now here's Agumbawale. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Harris. There's the triple. The rebound by Charles.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of the hole because she is not helping their offense.
Or Queen, that's good.
You know, with the length of the WNBA season, it can really fly by in a hurry.
Just when you think you're starting to get settled in, we've already played a decent chunk of the year.
And that makes each game count that much more. There's very little room for error during the regular season.
Now here's Carrington. Three-pointer. Here's Smith. Rebounded by the Sun.
Yeah, remember that. And that's not an opportunity she fails to convert very often.
Here's Court Queen. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2. That one on Agumbawale. He's off on the first.
And this Dallas franchise once represented the city of Detroit, and that's where they won 3 championships.
Yeah, joining the league in year 2, 1998, they enjoyed lots of success in the Motor City. But then they moved to Tulsa in 2011 and then to their current home of Dallas in 2016. With the ability to get off quick releases, Agumbawale can excel in the catch and shoot.
Here's Court Queen. From outside, off the mark. And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to McCowan. Outside to Shields. Here's Court Queen. It's good. The assist that time from Diamond to Shields.
And their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
They're getting great looks and they're capitalizing. You know, they have to be pleased with this start offensively.
McCowan with the bucket.
Obviously, McCowan's 6'7" size helps her down low, but she also has a little host of ways to beat you in some nice touch.
Basket counts.
Of their last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is smash mouth basketball, guys.
Yeah, they're really imposing their will offensively and getting exactly the kind of looks they want.
Now here's Agumbawale. Pass to Harris. Drops in the tray.
Good recognition from Agumbawale. She's more than capable of understanding when her teammates are wide open.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Court Queen. That's her first foul.
Great play to sacrifice her body, take the charge, giving up her body for the team.
And really a heads-up play as well. Reads the play nicely and gets in the perfect position.
Now here's Smith. Segrist outside. No good on the 3. The Sun with the lead. Here's Court Queen. And the shot goes in.
And the feed courtesy of DeShields. You know, she's really known as a scorer, but Diamond is also solid at moving the basketball.
Here's Harris. She's got 9. Screen by Segrist. Pass to Harris. Smith with it. Wide open look. She squares up and sinks it. And here's Court Queen. 26 points for her. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Segrist with the ball. Smith outside. Pass to Harris. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-point bomb.
She has been fantastic this quarter, and it's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the opponent's lead right here.
Good work there as it goes.
Those 2 points, almost a sure thing when they're able to get the ball inside to that position.
And here's Segrist.
Smith outside. Pass to Harris. Takes the three. Yes, and it's Alyssa Smith picking up the assist.
These defenders better start closing down their shooters.
Yeah, that's 2 straight from long range.
Here's Court Queen. Makes it off the glass.
I'm not sure, really, in that set who was supposed to be on her there, and apparently neither did the defenders.
Now here's Harris. Defense right on her. Pass to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McCowan. And that's good. A nice job on the glass, and they pick up the 2 on the second effort.
What an absolute force McCowan is down low. The board, the points, what a talent. You got to be kidding me. Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
And why not? A nice way to pad the lead right there.
Let's all go to New York.
Oh, yes, indeed. I'm all in.
Now here's Harris. She's got 15. Pass to McCowan. Back to Smith. This one for 3. Offensive board. Mabry comes with the double team. Here's Harris. Off the mark there with the 3. Now here's Court Queen. Covered by Harris. And that one's good.
You know, they've been extremely efficient and effective getting the ball inside.
Totally. I mean, we're seeing some real shortcomings from this defense. They've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here's Harris. Carrington up top. Too long in the paint, and she's hit with a 3-second violation. And she shows the focus there and nails the technical. So both teams making some changes here. Here's Harris. That's in, coming off an assist from Wakuya.
What a run for Harris. She plays with so much tenacity out there, and her scoring is a big beneficiary of that.
Solid on the one-hand slam.
And when it's a tight ball game like this, she's the player they want with the ball.
Absolutely. She's such a reliable finisher.
Ogunbowale. And again, it's the wings from deep.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
That one goes in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop every time down. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Or at least some fight.
Now here's Court Queen. She's guarded closely.
You don't want to get in the habit of letting the offense get right to the rim.
And that's the message they were sending with that foul, saying nothing easy inside with that one.
Yeah, but they got to play a little bit better defense before they get inside.
They've changed their game here in the second, getting a little more physical.
And look for them to increase this lead if they keep getting to the line.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Harrington. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to McCowan. Ogunbowale. From downtown. Gets that one to drop. First of the game after 4 straight misses.
And if you leave anyone that wide open, you're just asking them to punish you, and they did that.
And when it comes to San Diego native Dejanay Carrington, a word you hear a lot when her teammates describe her is effort.
You're not going to find too many players who work harder than she does. Whether it's on defense or in the offseason or in practice, she is always trying to improve.
Now here's Carrington. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot 2.
Yeah, and one of the buzzwords that you hear about Carrington is aggression. She brings a very aggressive mindset to every time she steps on the floor.
And she can't hit the second. Here's Court Queen. The basket good off the assist from Marina Mabry.
Well, they can't ask much more of her than what she's done this quarter. Dallas
trailing here. Now Now Harris. 18 points for her. Pass to Ogunbowale. 5 on the clock. Now here's Carrington. Fires from deep. Misses for the 5th time this game. Marker as 1 for 6.
She's gotten cold, and I'm not sure she's their best option offensively as they look to cut this deficit.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The defense better start buckling down.
They're getting exposed and punished down low.
Now here's Harris. Here's Ogunbowale. The Wings with another miss.
A real defensive lapse there. She's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky she didn't punish him there.
Well, there's hot guys, and there's really hot. They can't miss.
Sometimes an individual will go on a shooting tear like this, but a whole team?
This is special, Brian.
Here's Ogunbowale. She's got 9. The three-pointer off the mark.
She keeps trying to force it up when she's guarded, and she's just getting brick after brick. Here's my suggestion. Move the ball around.
She is definitely making her presence felt here in the first half, shooting it so efficiently.
They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right, their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark. Now here is McCowan. She's got 6. And just miss after miss right now. Now here's Court Queen. Covered by Harris. Here's Court Queen. Good D by Melissa Smith. Arike Ogunbowale on the wing. Covered by DeShields. Court Queen. It's good, and the assist that time from Diamond DeShields.
They're beginning to just fall apart defensively, especially on the interior.
Yeah, they're crumbling like a cookie right now, and that's 4 straight field goals they've allowed from within touching distance of the rim.
Dallas calls timeout. Both teams will make substitutions. Dallas with the ball, trailing by 13. Harris with it, 18 points for her. And it's Carrington missing.
They've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers too.
Yeah, it's been a gritty performance and a physical brand of basketball, but hey, that's how you win.
Bring your lunch pail. Oh, absolutely, she's been a matchup nightmare in this game. She's eaten up anyone they've had on her.
Pass to Harris. Will it go? Basket made. That gives her 7 field goals and 13 tries.
Once again, the defense letting her get open at the three-point line. I don't know how you can allow that to happen in this game situation.
And she can just soar, can't she, guys?
If she got up any higher on that finish, she would have had to check in with air traffic control. Wow.
Leaping ability like that is what makes her a special kind of talent at the point guard position.
Now here's Harris. She's got 21 and stolen by Charles. In transition, here come the Sun. Here's Court Queen. And she finishes nicely on the layup.
She's really pummeled these defenders today, no matter who has been on her.
Here's the Wings with the ball. It's a 16-point game. The rebound by Charles. And so here's Connecticut. Here's Court Queen. And she makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
They've been playing very smart offensively in the first half. I think that's safe to say.
The numbers support that. They're shooting much better percentage from the field.
Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now here's Harris. And out of bounds, the Sun will take it.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a comedy of errors, and you can add another one to the list.
The Sun on offense. It's an 18-point lead. Court Queen, that's good.
Shaky defense down low again. It's just been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like this inside.
Here's Harris, out to the right wing. Carrington up top, past the Segrist. 4 on the clock. Carrington. Here's Harris. And another miss by Dallas.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason they have absolutely just controlled this game.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative for sure.
And it started out with the rebounding. It sets a tone.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They need this. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line. That one on to Shields.
Well, the defense is right there, but Carrington does not hold back. And that commitment is what gets her the foul.
So she hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Great job getting to the line here. Didn't even have an attempt in the first quarter.
And it's Court Queen missing. Segrist right side. The 3 from Nalissa Smith. No good on the last second attempt there. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Sun on top, opening a huge gap. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums, please. And measuring up the shot.
Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going in what has been a runaway of a game so far. And you look at Court Queen, what a contribution.
Her decision-making simply flawless today. Nothing but quality shots from her in the first half. She wasn't forcing anything.
Yeah, but I think here in the second half, they may want her to be a little more assertive and start taking more shots, even the tough ones.
Smith, guarded by Charles. Back to Gumbawale. Pass to Carrington. Smith, right side. 5 to shoot. Carrington with the ball. And here's Smith. Over Charles. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Arike Agumbawale on the wing, covered by DeShields. A second to shoot. Agumbawale, no good. And so here's Connecticut. Here's Court Queen. Drains it from beyond the arc.
The leading scorer in this game, the dominant figure today. I mean, there's just no doubt about what she can do on the court.
Now here's Agumbawale. Pass to McCowan. Harris with it for 3. She's off on that one.
Boy, coming out of halftime slow, 0 for 3.
Here's Court Queen, and she takes that one up and powers it through.
If they're going to be successful, they need her scoring, and certainly they've gotten it today, and then some.
And right there, bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Agumbawale. She's got 9. The 3 ball, and the 3 ball is good.
That one goes down, but offensively, just 1 of 4 to start the third quarter.
Here's Court Queen, and she was fouled in the act of shooting, an opportunity for a 3-point play.
Nothing but money for them to start the half. They're 3 for 3.
Now here's Harris. 21 points in the game. Pass to Carrington. Now Smith. Here's MyWnba, and the basket good. A bank shot that time.
With confidence and a smooth jumper, MyWnba has no problem converting from the perimeter.
No doubt about it, Arike Ogunbowale is one of the best scorers in the league.
Oh, one of the big reasons is she plays a lot. She's in excellent shape. She led the WNBA in minutes played in 2023. That helps. And the other thing I think that she does at an elite level, she gets the line so much. Arike is always applying pressure to the defense.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Carrington. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Ogunbowale. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
She's shaking off her cold shooting performance from the first half.
Now here's Court Queen, covered by Harris.
Sheer power right there. She ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
That was a take no chances slam, guys, and really, I'm a fan of that play.
Carrington. Pass to Ogunbowale. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for her.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team, and that 10-rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Not to mention what it says on the scoreboard, they're really pushing them around.
Right now, the defense needs to work on closing out on her because she is heating up from outside.
Here's Harrington. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Here's Court Queen. And another 3 for Connecticut.
And now she's getting rolling. 4 3-pointers in the game for her, and 3 have come this half.
Here's Harris. 21 points in the game. Carrington up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. And there's the call on Tiara McCowan. That'll be her second foul of the game.
Team foul.
Now here's Court Queen. Guarded closely. Off target from outside. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Now here's Carrington. 8 points for her. McCowan. Just 5 on the clock. Screen by McCowan. Ogunbowale from long range.
Wow, it is a huge day on the glass for a player who's, they're giving up a lot of size to bigger players out there. Very impressive.
Sinks the 3-pointer.
That type of D, it's just not going to cut it. They got to get a hand in her face. Too good of a shooter.
Pass to McCowan. Harris with it. Smith. Guarded by Charles. Now Harris. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Those two, they just keep going right at each other from deep.
A little one-on-one action we've got on our hands here, Tim.
I'm not complaining.
Court Queen, that's good.
I've really liked their activity in the post today. Their movement down low has just been great.
Exactly. They've generated easy opportunities inside.
Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it over. Now here's Harris. She's guarded by Court Queen. Pass to Smith. Great D that time from Tina Charles.
A big lead for them, both on the scoreboard and the rebounding call.
Well, rebounding has been a big key, asserting their will, and they've taken control.
Boy, not a lot of resistance inside, and they're taking advantage.
That aspect of this game, the play in the paint, has gone almost entirely their way.
Absolutely.
Out to the left wing. Pass to McCowan. Smith. The three-pointer off the mark.
Misfires again, and the ball simply refuses to cooperate with her.
Here's Court Queen. Misses the three. Dallas with the ball. And here's Harris. 24 points for her. Puts up a three. Good, and the assist goes to Agumbawale.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
Seems like just about all her points are coming from deep.
Yes, it's good.
What a plus it is to get those looks in the paint.
Now Agumbawale. She's got 16. Pass to Harris. From deep. They get it back. Shot's good by Smith.
Well, on offense, her team will take that all day. Melissa Smith, a skilled finisher on the inside.
Now a timeout called by Connecticut. And here the Sun. Here's Court Queen. And again, no good by Connecticut. Segrist, right side. And the layup's good off the glass.
Fantastic dish from McCowan. Easy hoop for the team. Love it when a center can move the ball.
Here's Court Queen. Off target from three-point range. Harris with it. 27 points for her. Pass to Smith. Now here's Segrist. Agumbawale with it. She's covered by Allen. Shot clock at 6. That's tipped. Now here's Court Queen. She's tightly guarded. Buries the long-range jumper.
Coach has to be furious. Obviously, a defensive lapse there. She is automatic from deep. If you leave her wide open, big mistake.
Now here's Harris. Up top, Agumbawale. No good with the layup. And here the Sun. Here's Court Queen. Banked in off the glass.
Shots are falling. She's having a strong quarter.
Dallas with the ball. Outside Agumbawale. Harris. Back to Agumbawale. Takes the three. And that doesn't go either for Agumbawale. Now here's Court Queen. Covered by Harris.
Chalk up a few more points for them. This has been a one-sided game in just every area.
Absolutely. Their defense, their offense, it's all been outstanding.
It's just been a tremendous performance, Brian.
Now here's Agumbawale. 16 points for her. Knocks down the three ball.
She is a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they would be if she was not having this kind of a quarter.
Court Queen, that's good.
Well, they certainly haven't hesitated to let it fly from deep here in the second half.
And I don't have a problem with that either, Tim. I mean, as long as they're falling, right? Just don't get too conservative trying to milk the lead.
Now here's Smith. 8 points for her. 6 to shoot. Outside Agumbawale. Harris. And she can't answer back the three-pointer offline. Here's Court Queen. That falls. Nice feed that time from Lindsay Allen.
We're seeing the shots dropping for them very well now.
Yeah, this has been an extremely efficient second half for them up to this point. Their coach has to be happy.
Now here's Harris. 27 points for her. Pass to Segrist. McCowan. Ogunbowale. She's covered by Allen.
Pasco indoor foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
So it's Dallas now. Now here's Herbert Harrigan. Here's Hines Allen. Off with the layup. And here the Sun. Here's Allen. Herbert Harrigan grabs the board. Lopez Seneschal outside. Pass to Segrist. Back to Lopez Seneschal. Herbert Harrigan. Lopez Seneschal outside. Buries it from three-point range.
Good heads-up basketball by Herbert Harrigan, getting the ball to a wide-open teammate.
Here's Court Queen. They waste no time getting those 3 points back.
When she gets going, this is what can happen. They need to think about a double team.
Outside, Herbert Harrigan. Pass to Segrist. Screen by Hines Allen. Segrist down low. Mabry covering. Segrist gets the bucket.
I know it's fun to sit back and enjoy watching her operate. And guess what? That's what the D was doing too. Just sitting back and watching. Have to be more active.
And 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Outstanding pass in transition for the Easy Basket.
And here the Sun. And she dunks it down.
Some more nice work in the paint. She has really established herself inside.
The three is up. Good on the three-point shot.
Lopez Seneschal.
Pass to Mabry. And here's Court Queen. Defended by Lopez Seneschal. And the ball out of play. The Wings will have
Substitution on the court.
it. So we see the Sun taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says an awful lot about this team.
Yeah, Blake, I guess they don't need...
Dressed to the T's, man.